Hey y'all, welcome back to the Engineering Live Studio. This is another video. Okay, I'm starting to rhyme. Well, let's see. So basically, the past few days, I've been binging TikTok. For goodness sake, I'm not a TikToker. I don't do that, but the thing is, I've kind of realized that TikTok kind of blew up, and I wondered why. Why is this app all over the place, especially targeting teenagers and Gen Zs, early 20s? Not necessarily the late 20s. It's not something that we've been, accustomed to, or at least me personally. But I kind of figured out that TikTok is the thing, and it kind of blew up in the pandemic, and I really wanted to know what make it tick. So yeah, so I downloaded it, and then I got it. Oh god, it was like a freaking rabbit hole. So basically, what I found is that it's geolocation based. So they really look at your GPS and give you the content in your area. You don't necessarily have access to other content of other places unless if you know the username or brute force it, like really search something directly. So I said, okay, let's just do it the way it's designed, like how the app is designed. So I went on and I entered North African TikTok world. And I was astonished. I was astonished that the content, basically, the content is very strange to me. Very strange. And what I mean by strange is that what they're talking about, the challenges that they're doing, I did not have an affinity to it. So I said, okay, I don't think I am suitable or resonating to this area. So let me try to like write stuff on the search and then just figure out what's gonna come out, right? And then I entered into, I think, Kazakhstan or Tajikistan world or Uyghur or something like that. They were Central Asian for sure. I don't know. I was like, okay, a whole new world. And it was like, everyone is doing this thing like that or whatever, and they were dancing and I was like, okay, I'm getting entertained somehow. Okay, I'm starting to get interested on what this app is all about. And then I started just, starting to click on people and other people, and then I entered to North America. Now I'm entering in a very slow manner, and I deliberately do so because I just wanted to see how the algorithm works. And then it was like I found a common denominator in all of these regions that may not necessarily have the same alphabetical kind of search words, which is also interesting. The keywords were per language, so their database is gonna be massive for that. So I now realized that most of the predominant, dominating feature of TikTok is vanity. It's all about vanity. You find like, especially ladies, okay? I'm not gonna be against my gender, but especially ladies, it's all about filters, all about doing some looks to the to the video or to the camera with like lip syncing or saying stuff. And no matter which area you hop onto, if it's Spanish or Latin, Spanish or Spain, or Latin America or North America or Central Asia, as I told you, I ended up in Central Asia for some weird reason. It's really all about vanity. So that's what I was really exploring, is the vanity that is openly expressed in apps such as TikTok or Instagram or other platforms, social media platforms. Was it always this way? Like, was this how humanity have been vain? Or these social media actually catapulted, quadrupled the effect of vanity? And that was something I've been thinking about last night, and I couldn't really sleep. I was really thinking about this. Like, okay, vanity has been pretty, known since Cleopatra, how she was very obsessed with her beauty, even to her later years, and how big civilizations always had vanity in the equation. But then I mean, we don't really have a time machine to go back and actually examine this in an empirical way to really experiment, so have a social experiment. But now it's like, because of all the data being shown and all the evidence of vanity, I'm really starting to think that yes, we all have a certain amount of vanity, but the tools that are given to us right now has truly pushed the development of vanity. Okay, so let me try to break it down on how I'm thinking like this and why I'm taking this hypothesis. So basically, when people did not have mirrors, right, they had rivers, not rivers, lakes, because they need still water, right? And still water was the beginning of seeing oneself and having that attraction to one's face or one's feature. And if you guys remember the famous Narcissus, right, he literally drowned because he was so in love with how he looks like. He literally just, plunged in. So Narcissus was the beginning of the idea of, mirror, seeing oneself, reflection, physical attraction. So that is the first part. And the mirror was developed, was created, invented, and now you get people having a possibility to see one's face and stuff like that. And it took a long while, and then films, pictures, moving pictures started to appear, and then you can find that vanity was getting higher and higher amongst actors and actresses, especially Hollywood actresses. They were really starting to feel how beautiful they are and really push for the idea. And then we got into home video, right? And then with home video, and that it also includes TV, where programs and stuff, the transition from having that Narcissus, right, controlled by just moving pictures or a 7 to 9 program, to home video, to actually having your own camera, and video, and seeing the effect of that camera and video. And that was the beginning of filming everything. And if you guys remember, there's like people in the 80s, the father, right, he's always like this on his camera, because even though they're not necessarily going to watch the home video, but they're doing it because it kind of validates their existence. And that was the beginning. And then after that, home video, we ended up with mobile phone, with a smartphone, right? I mean, cameras were around, personal cameras started to appear, but digitalization of this is where things start going upwards, is when we start having mobile phones, having smartphones. And smartphones literally, like, okay, I'm a victim of this. When I was a teenager and I had that flip-flop phone, I would literally turn the phone and have a selfie like up there because that was what MySpace was all about, like take a picture from upwards because you look cuter that way. So we really found a way to know our angle and when to take a picture. So it was upward, like you use the back camera. And now we have a front camera. We literally have something called selfie, right? And now it's like, you don't take pictures because there's an event. You literally take picture because you want to take a picture. You miss your face, or you kind of want to check if everything's all right or something has to be modified. So that is a transition to another level, which is like from selfies, posting selfies and Instagram, Facebook, then to Snapchat. Then Snapchat brought a new a whole new platform, a whole new reality, which is capturing videos, very short videos of what you're doing, and validating that by seeing who saw it, right? And it's all about that seen by. It's everything about the audience. So we have become our own home celebrity. We have become our own show, like showman. We are our own showman. If showmanship was a profession that was done by acrobatics and gymnasts and gypsies, if you guys remember the caravans and entertainers, now showmanship is everybody's like low-key side hustle. And if you notice, if you go to the weddings or whatever, everyone is just taking selfie and just making sure that you can see what they're all about. And it's not only about selfies now, it's actually about, having snapping stuff. And snapping became stories, and then now we got TikTok, a whole new story, a whole new platform together. And I decided years ago not to enter TikTok because I didn't want to have, I wanted to be a late adopter for some resistance. Anyways, I resisted that phase. I just was like, no, I don't want to enter first. I wanted to develop and just watch it from afar so I can have my own objective view. And that's exactly what I did. And I have noticed that aside from snapping a video and having filters and doggy stuff or whatever, now we're having literally face filter. Your face changes, your nose gets smaller, your jawline becomes more profound, you become not you, and you start wishing that you're like that. So the rise of cosmetic surgeries, it's like this, because you start wanting to become what you are portraying yourself, with those filters, very sophisticated filters, changing facial expressions, changing facial features, and just having clearer skin, different hair color, and all that stuff. And if it was vanity about who you are in the early 200s or 2010, where you're actually taking a selfie of yourself, not necessarily a filter self, now it's like your natural self is not enough. You gotta go to second level, which is vanity 3.0. Now you have to do a filter, and change the whole thing and have a video with that filter, and it's like it's real. And now we start asking, what is real? So vanity has developed. It's a rapid state. And is this a good thing for humanity? I'm not sure, because if people are used to that face that they put on, right, in TikTok or Instagram Reels, and they meet other people in real life, the face is not the same, right? So that person is obliged in one way or another to start modifying their face according to that filter. So they're gonna go and do some cosmetic surgery to get closer to that. And now we're entering another rabbit hole, and you're not you. So who are you, right? And that's a whole conversation for a later day. I hope this, I don't know, I mean, it was pretty impromptu, but I've been really thinking about this. I hope this was useful. If you have anything to add into this crazy topic, don't forget to comment below and like and subscribe. Have a good one.